and welcome everybody to a new video on our channel FPL Nerds. My name is Timo.
And my name is MJ, and today we're gonna walk you through our Game Week 1 points, as well as we're gonna show you our Game Week 2 preview and the transfers that we made.
And spoiler alert, my game week 1 was a bit of a disaster, but let's go through it anyway. So, as you can see, I had only 49 points for game week 1 with an overall rank of 5 million plus. In the defense, only 2 players got me a return, with Ramsdale with a clean sheet of 6 points. And then Cancelo with a clean sheet also with a couple of bonus points and also had a yellow card, so total of 7. Other than that, all the cross, I got 1 pointer from the double Liverpool defense since they conceded 2 goals to Fulham. But hopefully that will not be repeated in the upcoming game week, since we know that Liverpool is one of the best defenses in the league and it shouldn't be repeated much. And Perisic that only had about 20 plus minutes at the end of the second half, so we didn't have much time to get us any return. But since that happened, I think Conte will let him start in the next fixture against Chelsea, since it's a very important pictures, and Conte seems to put Perisic as the first choice in that position. Moving to the midfields, the one that got me the most point out of all the team is Salah, my captain, that got 12 points, doubled, so 24. With a goal and assist and a couple of bonus points. Then Mahrez only got 1 pointer since he only had a 2 minutes cameo at the end of the second half. But since that happened also, my prediction will be that Pep will start him at this upcoming fixture since it's an easy fixture. I think he could be scoring a brace at least, hopefully, keep our fingers crossed. Then the disappointment here was, I think, Leon Bailey, because Aston Villa didn't show much form in the first match, and I think they need to reorganize and think what they're gonna do in the upcoming fixtures to get some results and get us all the FPL points that we need. And lastly, Neto. Neto wasn't that bad actually in the match. He showed some form, and he was actually the assist of the assister for the goal that came to Wolves. So I think with some good fixtures upcoming, he should also get us some more points. Okay, so to finish up, we have the forwards, with Kane got us only 2 points, although Spurs scored 4 goals. He didn't get any returns, and Son only got like 1 assist, which I think is a freak and will probably not happen again in the future. So let's see what happens. And finally, Jesus only also got us 2 points, although in the match he showed a lot of promise and was involved in the attacks with 11 touches in the opposition box. And finally, we have the bench, which we're not going to be talking much about them because they're all budget option that we didn't expect any points from them anyway. The only one that I maybe was slightly impressed with is Andreas. He showed a bit of promise and was involved also in the attack, since he's playing in a very good position behind the number 9. Yeah, that's pretty much it for my team. So let's see how my team is shaping up for the game week 2. Okay, so this is how my team is looking up for game week 2. In the back, we have Ramsdale as a goalkeeper against Leicester at home, which should be an okay fixture. Even if he doesn't have like a clean sheet, he could probably get like some saves and bonus points. After that, we have Trent and Robo from Liverpool. I think they have a very good fixture on paper against Crystal Palace at home, and usually Liverpool always do good against Crystal Palace, especially at home. After that, Perisic against Chelsea, which are tougher fixtures for Spurs, but since Chelsea didn't show a lot of form in the last match, I think they could have a good chance for maybe a clean sheet and also some attacking returns from Perisic. Finally, we have Cancelo with a very good fixture against Bournemouth at home. Hopefully there's a clean sheet there, and also maybe some attacking returns from Cancelo. Moving to the midfield, we have Salah, as we said, the very good fixture against Crystal Palace, same as Trent and Robertson, and usually Salah never disappoints. And then Mahrez against Bournemouth at home. As I said in the previous slide, I think Mahrez should be starting this match, and if he does start, he have a very high ceiling, so he should get a lot of points. And then Bailey, hopefully he'll start this one, and Aston Villa in general do better than they did in the last match. And then finally Neto against Fulham at home, which should be a good fixtures for Wolves, and maybe we can get some points there. And in the front, I have Kane and Jesus. Kane also have a very tough fixture against Chelsea, and Jesus have an okay fixture against Leicester. So this is before I do any transfers, but I will walk you through my transfer, as I only have one free transfer this week. I'm not planning on getting any hits early on. So let's move on to the transfer thoughts. So as you can see on the screen, guys, I actually did as I said I did from the very beginning, and I switched from Harry Kane to Erling Haaland. I actually wanted, that's always been in my thoughts from the very beginning, that I would switch to Haaland in game week 2, and what happened in game week 1 actually made my decision a bit easier. Since as we can see on the screen, there's a lot of difference in the XGI, as Kane only had like a 0.25, while XGI per 90 for Erling Haaland was at 2.09. Kane only had 3 touches, while Haaland had 10 touches in the penalty box. And finally, Harry Kane got only 2 shots were on target, but Erling Haaland had 5 shots, 2 of them were on target, which he scored from. Yeah. So I think it's a very justified move, for me at least. And also Man City have a very good fixtures on paper in the next 4 or 5. So yeah, let's hope Haaland gets a couple of another brace or a couple of goals more in this game week. And I'm crossing my fingers that Kane also blanks this one, so I can get a bit of difference in the ranks. So that's it for me, and let's move on to MJ's team and transfer thoughts.
All right. Alright, to start off, my Gameweek 1 was pretty amazing. I started with 94 points, so I cannot complain about it whatsoever. I'm currently in top 9k overall. And to go through my team. So in goal, I went for Nick Pope, which got me a clean sheet and got 6 points. Moving on to the defense, Trippier got also a clean sheet and an additional bonus point, which sums it up to 7 points. Now, Trent Alexander-Arnold, unfortunately, they were not able to keep a clean sheet. They received 2 goals, and he ended up having just 1 point, not having any attacking returns. Now, looking at Zinchenko, he had brought me 12 points, providing an assist plus a clean sheet and 3 points bonus. So this is pretty good, and hopefully it will he will keep doing the good work for the future as well. Now, Diaz, Manchester City looked very well defensively, and he got 6 points with a clean sheet, no bonus points, but this is exactly what I want from him. I just want the clean sheets, and I will be very satisfied. Now, moving on to the midfield. I will obviously start off with Mohamed Salah, which is also my captain. He got a 12-pointer by providing 1 goal and 1 assist, and obtaining 2 bonus points. Next to him, we have Kulusevski, who has shown great form. He had provided 1 goal, 1 assist, got 3 bonus points, and overall had a 13-pointer. Initially, I was planning to change him off after the first game week, but now I really have to think about it. Luis Diaz, unfortunately, he was not really able to provide the assist or any goal. He had a few good chances, but one of them hit the post and it didn't convert into actual FPL points. However, I'm hoping for this next game week to have a better chance. All right, and for my final spot in the midfield, we have none other than Gabriel Martinelli, who has scored 1 goal and overall looked pretty decent. He got 8 points. which is very good for his price tag, which is 6 million. And this pretty much sums my midfield. Now, moving on to the forwards. I'm one of the lucky people, I would say, that chose Team Haaland early on. And this is just because I didn't want to make the transfer between Game Week 1 and Game Week 2, and it turned out to be a good choice. He started the game, he played, he had good minutes, he scored 2 goals. He actually had the 5 shots, 2 of which were on target. He had lots of touches in the box and delivered 13 points. So he's been as expected and maybe slightly better for a game week 1. Now, to finish off, my final player in the starting squad is no other than Gabriel Jesus, the highest owned player in the game and in the history of the game. However, unfortunately, he blanked. This doesn't mean that he looked bad. He looked pretty decent, but unfortunately, he couldn't get any assist or goal. Looking forward to his future matches. I truly trust that he's gonna do a good job, and I am not planning to transfer him whatsoever at this point. Now, I'm not going to go too much through the bench players, since I believe most of the people have the same players, and none of them really actually had an attacking return or defensive clean sheet. However, this is not what I was really expecting. The bench was a backup option just in case one of my starting 11 didn't play at all. So I don't think this should be an issue. All right. So this is how my Game Week 2 team shapes up. In goal, I have Pope, who will be playing Brighton away. It's not an easy fixture, however, Newcastle are very solid defensively, and I believe they could be getting a new clean sheet. Now, in the defense, I have Trent Alexander-Arnold, who will be playing Crystal Palace at home. They have a good record against Crystal, and especially in their home fixtures, they've been pretty sharp defensively, and looking forward for some attacking returns as well. Now, next to Trent, I have Diaz, who is part of the Manchester City defense. I believe Manchester City and Newcastle had the strongest defense in Game Week 1, and I'm truly looking forward to get this next clean sheet against Bournemouth, which is on paper an easy match. However, let's see how this turns out to be. Now, next to him, Kieran Trippier, same story as Nick Pope. Very solid defensively. He's also on set pieces. He showed it before that he can score, he can provide assists, and provide the goods, basically. So looking forward to hopefully another clean sheet from Newcastle and more points coming. Now, Zinchenko will be my last choice in the defense. I will be playing an offensive Leicester team. To be very honest, I'm not really counting on their defense. It is a pretty tough match. However, I am pretty confident that Zinchenko might be able to pick up a bonus point or 2 bonus points, either from interceptions, tackles, or even from attacking returns. All right, now moving on to the midfield, I have Mohamed Salah and Diaz, which will be playing against Crystal Palace at home. On paper, it looks like a very good fixture. They can provide good attacking returns. They're playing home, and as we all know, Liverpool have very good record at home, both clean sheets and attacking wise. So let's hope for the best here. Let's hope Diaz will be scoring this game week and all the good things, basically. Now, next to him, we have Kulusevski, who will be playing Chelsea away. Once again, this is not an easy match whatsoever. However, looking at the form that he had in Game Week 1, I would not be surprised whatsoever if he was able to return with an assist, with a goal. And it looks like he will be starting the game week, because after that performance, I don't see how Conte will be replacing him for Richarlison from the beginning of the match. Now, to end up my midfield, we have Gabriel Martinelli. He's playing against Leicester. it looks like a good fixture actually, even though Leicester are looking good offensively. However, defensively they are lacking. And looking at Arsenal's attack, they can get a few returns, whether it's Martinelli, Jesus, or Saka. I'm pretty confident that they will be scoring at least 1 or 2 goals in this match. Okay, now to finish off, in the attack, I have Erling Haaland and Gabriel Jesus. To start off with Gabriel Jesus, they're also playing against Leicester, and as I just said, with Martinelli, I'm looking for good attacking returns. Jesus blanked in the first game week. However, I don't think this will happen again in this game week. I'm pretty confident that he will at least provide an assist or a goal, because he looked pretty sharp in the box. He had a lot of touches in the box. He's been very good technically. Uh, so yeah, I'm really expecting good things to see good things from Gabriel Jesus. And now for my final player is no other than Erling Haaland, who will have an amazing fixture on paper at least. Let's hope he starts. I believe he will start actually. And from the looks of it and from the looks of Manchester City's attack, I think he can provide again 1 or 2 goals. And most probably he will be almost everybody's captain for game week 2. I think this is the safe way to go with Erling Haaland captain. I know Salah is a very tempting option. However, looking at the form and considering that most of the managers will be captaining Haaland, I don't see myself going with any other captain. All right. Now the bench is pretty much the same. So we have Ward who will be playing a tough match against Arsenal away. Neco Williams who will be playing against West Ham at home. Archer will be playing against Everton at home, and to end up, we have Andreas Pereira, who will be my first substitute on the bench, who will be playing the Wolves away. He showed out of all the bench, he's the only player that actually seemed to be a little bit more promising, being in that number 10 position, and on the heat map, he's the most advanced player in this Fulham team. So yeah, this pretty much sums my Game Week 2 team. I'm not looking to make any transfers for this game week. I will keep everything as is, and I will be rolling a transfer for game week 3. And I need to have, what I'm planning to do is that I need to collect a little bit more data to analyze the teams and go for more sure transfers. I don't want to be in a rush yet. I understand all the managers that made the move from Kane to Haaland. It was a very smart move actually, so they don't lose team value. But since I was one of the privileged people to start off with Haaland, I was not forced into this transfer. So I will be not making any transfer for this week.
Okay, well, sounds good. Let's hope for both of us this game week is good, especially for me.
Oh
So
yeah,
I need to catch up with the ranks. All
you
right,
will.
people. So that's it for this video. If you like what you're seeing, just drop us a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can get all the new videos. Best of luck to all of you in the upcoming game week, and we'll be seeing you soon. Goodbye.
All right, cheers everybody.